One of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria today is religion and tribe. I repeat, one of the biggest problem we have today is centered around religion and tribe. Just recently, a Lekki mosque, a mosque in Lekki, put out a banner, and on that banner it is written boldly, Jesus Christ is not God. I repeat, a Lekki mosque in Lekki put out a banner, and on that banner it is boldly written Jesus Christ is not God, which is a direct affront on the Christian community, a blasphemous statement to the Christian community. These guys know that the Christians see Jesus Christ as God, but yet they went out to put out that banner, provoking. It is an intentional thing. If this is a religion of peace, you need to learn tolerance, as the Islamic faith preaches tolerance. This example of a Lekki mosque putting out this banner does not preach Islamic tolerance. We will go to the details of what is written in that banner, but let's look at what happened to Deborah Samuel Yakubu, a Christian who was accused of posting a blasphemous statement against the Islamic prophet Muhammad. We know that this thing that just happened in Lekki, if you take it and turn it in reverse, vice versa, and do the same in a Kano market, the Muslims there will be activated in killer mode. The Muslims, when they hear that this person has made a blasphemous statement against Prophet Muhammad, then you see everybody will just turn into killer mode, and they carry stones and everything and want to murder that person. The same happened with Deborah Samuel Yakubu. She was accused of making a comment on a WhatsApp group calling out Muhammad and also criticizing the Islamic religion. And because she's in the north, they carried out jungle justice on her. She was killed. Now I'm starting to wonder if our laws, our constitution, will accept such people that take law into their hands. You can just go to the north and somebody accuses you of having to blaspheme against the prophet, and people will just voluntarily carry stones, and jungle justice happens to that person, and the person is killed, and that person, the law does not take its course. We know how many lawyers and an SAN that went to defend the killers of Deborah Yakubu. They knew that they could manipulate the law to make sure those guys go free. People can just at will, anytime, any day, kill because of a religion. I've said it, one of our biggest problems is religion. One of the biggest problems is religion. Now, how is that post blasphemous against the Christian community? We know that our Muslim brothers, they have Prophet Isa in the Quran. Prophet Isa is different from Jesus Christ. Prophet Isa is different from Jesus Christ. The Christians see Jesus Christ as God. They don't see Jesus as God. They see Jesus Christ as God. If they had put it, Prophet Isa is not God, nobody is going to see it as, because we know that the Jesus we have in the Bible is literally different from the Jesus we have in the Quran. The Bible, the Christians were ahead of. The Quran was written 600 years after the Bible, and most of the pictures, the events in the Quran were taken from the Bible. And if whatever opinion Islam has about Jesus, that is their problem. But coming out to put Jesus Christ, when you add Christ on that banner, tells me that you have an agenda. The more reasons why we are saying that some people, they use religion. I did it one time like that. Arewa use religion as a means of conquest and land grabbing. So what is the essence of this banner? What is it trying to achieve, if not religious tension? I've said it, that these people find themselves in a community. They will not rest until that community is conquered. I use the Fulani as an example. A Fulani goes to a community. a peaceful community and you give him space into your community. After granting access to the Fulani, before you know, they start constituting nuisance. They form a colony. They get into the community, into the mosque and everything. They start grabbing land. That's why you see that when you go to Muslim populated countries, it is very hard for you to practice Christianity. Let's address whether Islam really is a religion of peace. It's not by just saying it. It is by what is being shown. It's by the actions, your deeds, by the fruits. We know that many people will come up and say that Islam is a religion of peace. We understand that. But the actions say otherwise. Go and look at Muslim countries, or countries that we have majority of Muslims, or the people that are the hem of affairs are Islam fundamentalists. You find out that it is very, very difficult for you to practice Christianity in such countries. Then vis-a-vis, when you look at countries that are Christians, we have more Christians. It is easier for these Muslims to practice their faith. Why is it so? That analogy, many people went to school and they don't want to use their intuition and look at things critically. That banner you see is in Lekki, and most people that should be attending the Lekki Mosque should be people that went to school or are exposed. You go to a Christian country and there is tolerance for religion. Look at UK and look at how the Islamic fundamentalist in UK is causing chaos. They want to impose Sharia. Immigrants from other countries, they allow you coming to their country. You ran away from your country because of insecurity, instability. Allowed you into the UK, and you came into the UK and you are constituting nuisance in the United Kingdom. Now you take over districts. You have your mayor. The same thing I said about the Fulani. You have your mayor, and now you are now pushing that Sharia should be implemented. Sharia should be implemented in another person's country, where the place you came from, the country you came from, you ran away from because of instability and insecurity. You ran away because the same Sharia is used to pilot the activities, but you came into the UK and started constituting nuisance. Many people were killed in France because of whether they made a statement against Prophet Muhammad and everything. So, which one now is a religion of peace? Go to Christian countries, Muslims are allowed to peacefully carry on with their religion. But go to Muslim countries, you see it is very difficult. Most of those Christians in Muslim countries, they hide themselves. They are afraid of their lives. Look at what's happening in northern Nigeria today, and look at the Uthman Danfodio conquest, how he used religion and started killing and grabbing lands. Which is a religion of peace? Please tell me. I want to learn today between Christian and Islam. From this analogy, if you are going for evangelism, a Christian going for evangelism, they meet you and they talk to you, they have this conversation, they pray for you and everything, and nobody is forcing you, nobody is being manipulative, nobody is going through economic sanctions, politics and everything, trying to make you a Christian. They preach to you and they pray for you. You are convinced. Most Islam preachers that became Christians, they did so not because they were forced, because they were convinced by the Holy Spirit, by Jesus, the Holy Spirit. They had a change of life. It's not. So what kind of evangelism? Okay, I've said the Christian type of evangelism. How does the people from the other faith carry on with their own evangelism? Remember, if you are a Muslim and you leave Islam, the penalty is death. But if you're a Christian and you leave Christianity, the penalty is not death. In fact, they will be praying for you. They will be coming to you, asking you why and everything. They will make sure they care for you. They show you more love. That's what Christians do. But the other faith is that if you leave the religion, they are looking for ways to hunt you down and kill you. I know a Fulani man that became a Christian and a pastor. He ran away from his community because they were after his life. That is a religion of peace. For those that went to school, please explain to me as a 5-year-old, how can that be religion of peace? In what essence? In what way? In what way is it? Because all of a sudden, in the Southwest, there's nothing like religious tension. This Lekki Mosque just came up with one idea: let's just put Jesus Christ is not God, so that there will be tension. Which you can't see that in any Christian community or any Christian church or society. In fact, what really happened to Deborah Yakubu, they wanted to impose or accuse her of blasphemy because she didn't want to bow down to their manipulation, to their coercion, because that's what they do. They use their religion to try and suppress you, and when you don't bow to their suppression, they can just literally accuse you of blasphemy, that whatever you said is blasphemy. What actually did she say? She said, Jesus Christ, I believe in Jesus, in that WhatsApp message. I don't believe in any Muhammad, I believe in Jesus. That is the reasons why these guys say you are blaspheming. You know, these people can twist, the manipulative tendencies are there. They can twist things up and down. I look at the comment. Some people say, some Muslims say, we know this is not right. While other Muslims are saying that Jesus is identified in the Bible. But somebody pointed out to that person that Jesus Christ, why put Christ? Why not just Jesus? You know, the Christians see Christ. Added to that, Jesus alone is not God. But when you add Christ to it, makes him God. So they know what they are doing. They know what they posted. We all know what we are doing. We have said it. The problems that we are having in Nigeria today is this religious fundamentalism. That's how they okay. One Fulani guy said, we the North and the Yorubas have something in common, which is Islam. And this fundamentalism, I've said it, if you go to a Kano market or a Sokoto market and say something about Muhammad, everybody that is calm there, their killer instinct will be activated. Everybody will just turn to killers because they are ready to kill when you just say something about Muhammad. But in Christianity, when you say something about Jesus Christ, you say is this or that, nobody, they'll just have this conversation. They will go, which one is now a religion of peace between these two? Have you seen any incident whereby somebody blasphemed against Jesus Christ or the Christian faith, that he was being killed? So which one, as a human being, which one now is religion of peace that we are talking about now? That is how they started with the conquest in the north. This is the tactic. They started looking at the Hausa tradition. This is rubbish now. Muhammad, Allah, anybody that does not accept is an infidel. That's how they start. Is an infidel. When they start putting that tag of infidel, repeating it, infidel, 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 they now start activating. If you don't accept, you need to be eliminated, putting fear. They consistently do it, putting fear. If you allow these guys at the Lekki Mosque, they will go beyond that, started going to different streets, started preaching, because I've never seen a Christian going to do a crusade or a church going to do a crusade. If they do it, I don't think it's in their nature, in the nature of Christians to do it. I've never seen a Christian church going to do a crusade and they are talking about Muhammad. I don't think so. I've never seen a church that does that. They go to a crusade, all they talk about is Muhammad. They are interested. All their statement is, we have seen Islamic scholars. They are doing lecture, they are doing debate. They'll be talking about Christianity. They'll talk about, is it jealous or is it that there are some religions that they cannot stay one place without causing problem? You can't see people go to a church and put a banner, Muhammad is this, Muhammad is that. When I look at that post, somebody posted something about Muhammad getting married to I think 6 or 9 year old. I know what they call people who get married in our today's world. If that same statement is being made in the north, in Castina, would that person remain alive? Although we have a constitution, we have law. So the law even gives some people preferential treatment. If you kill is a crime, but if you kill because of Allah, we can look the other way. We can bend the law because of you. That is a different thing. So you see, which is religion of peace? Let our Muslim brothers start showing that the religion, the Islamic religion, is religion of peace. It's not by saying it with your mouth. Why people see otherwise? What you do is different from what you say. I've given you these instances. That's what I've said. Even in Southwest, the problem we are having is these Arab Yorubas, those fundamentalists. Those that are likely to cause problem are those that are Muslims, Yorubas. Those that are likely to cause problems. Look at elections. Who are those that activate ballot snatching? Look at them. They dominate a certain religion in the Southwest. Who are those that are Agbiros? Who are those that are the Solomons of this world? Those that they use for these hatchet jobs that are aggressive. They belong to, majority of them belong to, I'm not saying all of them, majority of them belong to a certain religion. And beginning to wonder, does that religion have this aggressiveness? You become a Muslim, you become that aggressive. Somebody who is a calm, a cool-headed, going person now joins a religion and he becomes aggressive. I've noticed it. So we cannot stay like this, and all these things keep happening. Even in Christianity, the Bible was written hundreds of years before the Quran. So which one do you think will be correct? They will say you don't understand. That's how they used to shy away from conversations. You don't understand. You don't understand. Do you understand why Christians are saying that Jesus Christ is God? Do you understand? Jesus said, I and my Father are one. You cannot go to the Father. I am the only way except through me. No other way. That is what Jesus said. So those that were copying the Bible, they didn't get those statements. How would you say the Bible, which is older than the Quran, and most of the incidents you see in the Quran was gotten from the Bible, how do you say that one is more authentic than the other? How do you tell the ones that were ahead of you, the Christian ahead of you, that Jesus Christ is not Lord, is not God? They're asking them, where is it in the Bible that they write Jesus Christ is not God? So when we start questioning the Quran, you say we don't understand. When we start questioning the fact that Muhammad got married to a minor, you say we don't understand. But you want to force us to understand your own, and you don't understand ours. The reason why we are saying that Jesus Christ is God. You just don't want to agree. It is in your nature to cause trouble. So if it were normally this thing happened in the north, the church will be burnt down. But you see, that Lekki building, nobody is going to do anything, because Christianity is the real religion of peace. I'm not saying this because I'm a Christian. I've done some research and I follow some Islamic scholars. And there's a guy called Christian Prince on YouTube. This guy knows the back and front of Islam, and he says a lot of things. He exposes a lot of things. So I follow that guy. I learned some things from him also. Show me. It is not about, okay, let me not say anything. Can you tell me reasons? If you ask an average Muslim, give me examples of how this religion is a religion of peace, whereby people cannot practice their religion in a country that is dominated by Muslims. How is it a religion of peace? Whereby those that came before them, those that did the evangelism, they converted people forcefully and by killing them. Yes, that's how they do conversion. What else? How else do you do their conversion? They force you. If you don't align, you don't do what they are bidding, you are a goner. That's how they convert. So what you expect me to say about that religion? I've said it and I'll say it over and over again. The problem that Nigeria has is religion and tribe. And until we find a way to be unique with this system, to be creative with having a system that works for everybody, we will continue to be having these clashes. The more reasons we are saying that in Biafra, in Igbo land, we are not tolerating such manipulative tendencies. Okay, just allow them into the community, and all of a sudden, one day, one must just start one religious war and everything. And they know that Christians are people that they are not physical in their religion. They don't kill, don't do that. And all of a sudden, those guys will just stand up and start killing. Then the moderate Muslims will not say, we will talk to them, don't do this now. Why are you killing now? They love what they are doing. No? Why are you killing now? Don't kill. So they have sent a message, fear. After the kill, they repeat it again. The more reasons why we don't want Islam as an official religion in Igbo land. And we have said it. If everybody is running away from Fulani, they can allow us and the Fulani stay in one country. Yes, we can stay in one country and we can live peacefully. And all this kind of thing, if you push this in the southeast, we are going to bring down that banner. We are going to bring down that banner. We go straight to that mosque and bring down that banner. If you are preaching anything, preach it inside your mosque. Talk to your believers. Don't come and start doing confrontation. No Christian will do such. Why is it that I don't know. When you go to the world, countries that we see terrorism, clashes and everything, insecurity, there must be an Islamic fundamentalism practiced there. You must see you see some Islam sprinkled around it. I'm not coming to say speak against. We have Saudi Arabia. The way they practice their own is different from the way these northerners practice their own, and they are important to the southwest. Where is the region of peace here? Where? I will not understand. Make me understand. Look at our lawmakers. They are bringing pressure to join Islam. They are using politics to do so. Some Igbos that are joining Islam, kind of economic opportunities. They use economy. And that's how they bring people into the religion. Two different things. I will end with this. Two different things. If a Christian stops being a Christian and join Islam, nobody is threatening his life. But as a Muslim, you denounce Islam and join Christianity or any other religion. My current pastor, was an Alpha. He built a mosque. He's from Edo State, Auchi. He built a mosque. He converted to Christian after his life. Is that a religion of peace? Judge it by yourself.